Okay. So, welcome everyone. We will be starting again the topic, because in 2 weeks when we were taking Q&A, so we'll continue with our journey with Soul Plan. And what we have, we are referring to work from Robert Schwartz, Sonia Choquette, and some other masters, plus the workshops that I have gone through, or the personal learning, all combined with different examples that we will be reviewing. Those examples will come next week. So in order to understand the Soul Plan, in order to make use of it in getting benefit in your personal life, so we'll start with the spiritual awakening. As we have seen, what is pre-birth planning or soul plan, concept of free will. These are really important concept to understand. And we'll continue spiritual awakening, because spiritual awakening is the key element. Soul has taken birth, soul has come to this physical form, and the main reason behind this is to experience some emotions, which will gain for the soul. You can say the energy overall, the soul is increasing the vibration, which in terms of energy, we just say we are improving our awareness or consciousness. So consciousness is nothing but, as you improve your wisdom through experience, through learning, not just going through the experience, learning is critical. And then we keep increasing our frequency, which improves our probability of keep moving towards our path towards nirvana or mukti. So the soul plans this. Of course, it plans before coming in human form, incarnation. That means pre-birth planning. So the soul has picked up both the time and the experience. That means when the soul will come in human incarnation, the time, when what will happen in my physical world at age so-and-so, I plan such and such thing. At age so-and-so, I plan such and such thing. So interaction with different other masters, which we come through, different people that we come through, that is all part of the plan. So planning has both the element, what time and what kind of experience. That planning is what we call pre-birth planning. It's in very detailed, you can imagine, because in our life, in just 1 year, how many different experience or different people, different situation we go through. So you can only imagine for the whole life, you have so many small, medium, or large kind of, impactful experiences that you are going through. And not only that, at every step, you have free will. That means you have more than one option A, option B, that you can choose from. And depending on what you choose, the next step will follow. So this the soul has planned, what we call the challenges. Challenges means in human form we call challenges, but for soul it is just an experience. So the idea is not suffering. Idea is not in physical form to come and suffer. We call it suffering in human form. For the soul, it is just a growth. And growth will come only through experience. And hence, it is critical that the soul goes through it. So, it's not that, okay, my bad karmas are punishing me, my good karmas are giving me good life. You have to experience both. Remember, balancing of karma. So you have to go through both sides. And in this process, what are we doing? We are going away from ego-based consciousness. And now we are moving towards heart-centered consciousness. So as we go away from the ego, as we are slowly and slowly making it weaker and weaker, means we are getting away from it. It becomes easier to go towards your heart-centered consciousness. And that is where, the feeling of oneness, feeling of true love, blissfulness, all those things start improving, and they goes uh, higher in intensity. So question may come that, okay, as you are understanding what is spiritual awakening, what is this whole, mechanism that the soul has planned or going through, what is the relationship between spiritual awakening and finding one individual's purpose of life. It does not happen in just one shot. It goes in stages. So spiritual awakening goes through in stages. You can imagine how complicated it is. So it's not possible in just one step you do that. So you become more aware of your soul as you keep moving towards your spiritual awakening. Because remember, if we spend most of the time looking outward, means talking about others, blaming others, just finding an excuse for everything in others, and whether it is external environment, external, people in our life and all those things. But the moment we start looking inward, we start understanding who we are. Now you are becoming more and more aware of your soul, your inner self, your greater self, which is basically the divine essence. As we work on ourselves, as we move on this path, we realize that there is more to you than just the physical body. So no more you are stuck with, oh, I'm Gaurav Paliwal. Well, in physical world, yes, you are, but there is a lot more in terms of soul, in terms of your inner self, than just your physical personality. Physical personality is only in this incarnation, start and ends here, but the soul's energy continues. So once you realize this, once you are able to feel it, slowly you become more and more aware of a dimension that transcends the realm of the visible. And not only you are aware, but you feel guided by that realm. Because otherwise, whatever you can see is what your thought process is limited to. Generally, we get stuck with, okay, this is what I can sense, I can feel with my senses, and this is my reality. We cannot think beyond. The moment we are able to see, feel, and think beyond, now we are in a totally different realm of possibilities. Otherwise, we are always that, okay, my truth is what I can see, feel, sense, and it's not possible. How is it possible? There are a lot of questions. The more and more we play with this, the more and more you know yourself. Now you are able to access, understand, feel that there are other realms that may be away from your normal senses reach. However, they do exist, and now they can guide you. And that's why you may feel, what does it mean when people say, oh, I had really a transcendent experience, or those kind of things. So when you have those experiences, what happens is you let go many preconceived ideas. Why you let go? Because now you are able to appreciate, understand, trust, and believe that there is life more than what I can sense and feel. Because that is what is restricting you. That's what is forming the preconceived ideas. And all this thing, awakening does not happen in one day, not feasible, because there is a lot to digest. So it's an ongoing process. It's a gradual merging of your soul during this physical life, during this incarnation. We go from step to step, from one experience to the next. In this process, we are trying to find our purpose. What is my purpose? I cannot copy paste from someone else that, oh yeah, I like your purpose, so mine should be this also. Or I also like, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a career, whether it's whatever, yeah, I like that too. So that means mine must be the same. No, no two person may have the exact same purpose of life. Even if you are walking in the same direction, the details, the ingredients will be different. So what happens when you feel purposelessness? Means you say, I have no purpose. Because first thing is to find out your own purpose. And as you are trying to find and you feel there is nothing in me, there's no feeling that I can say, yeah, that's the purpose. So that means you have lost the touch with your soul, your inner self. That dimension is missing. That means now at least you are truly seeking, what goes beyond the physical. Because physical senses are not able to answer you. Either you never had the touch with the soul. Generally, when you're very young, you have, but then over the years, we lose it. So it's important that we find that connection with our soul. For that, you have to look inward. And when you're experiencing this state, like totally purposelessness, something is missing. Because if you're not looking for it, you won't even feel purposelessness. When you're able to experience that feeling, something is missing. And you also know whatever you are missing is something inside you, not outside. And when we have this realization, now, in a way, you are looking for your soul. You're trying to be in touch with your soul. And that's really great. In this process, you are sending a call to your soul. You're not talking in the normal language, but it's all the energy. It's all your thoughts. It's all the everyday, as we are radiating our heart, the waves goes 3 meters wide each direction. So that energy is changing as we change our thoughts, which changes our feelings, emotions. So when you are sending those messages, call to your soul to come closer to you, that you can merge, you can have this body and soul connection, which is a very critical part of this step. You have to trust this. If you have come this far, you have to trust the process. Continue. Because this is where most of the people get stuck. They think that, okay, it's like turning on the switch. I turn on the switch, light goes on. When this does not happen, that, oh, I'm doing meditation for a week, a month, nothing is happening. And if you lose courage and you say, I don't know, maybe it worked for someone else, not for me, you start doubting, you start having some confusions or, losing your faith in it, then you get stuck and stay stuck in their negative feelings. As you're walking on this path, certainly once you have your trust and faith, you're not just satisfied with the mere shallow goals that one can pursue. We are not saying, okay, yeah, this is my purpose, anything superficial, and we say, yeah, just to satisfy our quest, that, yeah, this is no, it goes deeper, it goes to your soul. So before the soul can answer your question, many things has to happen first. So you have to let go many preconceived ideas. We all have a different kind of our life path, which has brought us to this point where you may have some biasness, some judgmental issue, right, which may be different for different people. We may have emotional habits, addictions, which has become part of who you are, your nature, your personality, depending on for how long it is being with you. And addiction doesn't mean, items like, you're eating every day chocolates or sugar or salt or things like those or caffeine. No, emotional addiction is even much stronger and more harmful. We want to be in stress. We want to be with cortisol, adrenaline, those stress hormones, because we have been like this and we think this is natural. The body doesn't want to go away from it. Why? Because body is addicted that, no, I want those kind of hormones, those kind of enzymes, which makes me feel that, yes, my normal state, what we call. We are judgmental, we stay judgmental. Even if we come across the theory and we know what is right, what is wrong, it's very difficult to go away from it. Why? Addiction. Addiction of what? Those emotions. So we have to find a sense of purpose in our life that comes from within. Yes, you may take someone's help in identifying what could be your journey, what could be your purpose. Someone can help you knowing the process, but the search has to come from you, because no one can go inside you and decode that, okay, this is what is really happening inside you. Only you can do that. No one else can get in your brain, your mind. And one critical thing is, as you are trying to find out the purpose, that if you think this is your purpose, it should make you sing. It should make you feel, blissful, extremely happy, true love, a high, elevated, positive emotion. Your purpose cannot be something that you found and you have no kind of feeling, emotions inside. Your soul is not giving you any reaction. No, the soul should start singing. That is one way how to identify if it is related to your soul plan or not. Different ages, different stage of our life, there are certain, what we call infatuation. There should be some attraction. There should be certain things that you get just because everyone else is doing. Oh, it's a cool thing to do, but that's not necessarily your purpose of life. So you have to have that feeling. Now the question is how to, awake, how to be, kind of switching from a normal state to be awakened state. Because sometimes, when we are stuck somewhere, we feel that's it, kind of, you're just whining, you are just spinning the wheel kind of situation. And you say, well, I'm stuck in a wrong job. My whole life is meaningless. Nobody loves me. All those kind of negative feelings are very probable to have. And when you experience such things, in a way, it is okay, because sometime, the concept of contrast, the life takes you through this contrast to the opposite side of what truly you want. Why does it? Simple. When you go to the opposite side and you can feel it that this is not for you, it becomes easier to now turn around and go to what you truly want. Sometimes, you get something very easily, you may not appreciate the value of it. So you may come close to what you want in life, your true purpose of life, and you may get, you may go away from it. You may miss it because you have not understood the opposite side, the contrast. So life sometimes gives you an experience where you feel suffering. You say, man, I'm stuck in this job or this relationship or anything. But there is a purpose from learning perspective so that you can get to where you want or what is truly yours. Now, once you discover that you do not resonate with your old habits, the moment you have this feeling that I know I have this habit, but really this is not me. This does not give me true blissfulness, positive, elevated emotion, things like that. Once you have this feeling, now you have started taking care of who you truly are. This is the beginning, the starting. This is the, now you are speeding up your spiritual awakening. So this feeling is really good. So don't get frustrated coming up to here that, no, this is not me. No, that's a very good stage. You have to first define your ground zero, from where you're gonna really expedite. So the moment you are having this feeling, whatever this, your current state, this is not, these habits are not yours, you don't like it, wonderful. Now you know what to go away from. We in human form, we call it negative emotion. They are paving the way for your spiritual breakthrough. Because when you are having such feeling means you are ready to, just like a rocket ready to fly. Because they are helping you. Every coin has two sides. You should know both, what you like and what you do not like. Once you know what you do not like, you may say, what do I do with that? That's a 50% of the part of the puzzle. So now the soul knows I have to go away from such thing. Not only you have to know, go towards what, you should also know what you have to avoid, because this is not who you are. So the soul is learning through opposite. By exploring, by experiencing what you do not want, you are now closer to what you truly want. So whenever you're going through pain, suffering, take it as a part of your lesson, that this is an awakening. Soul is telling you this is not what you like. So you have to look, feel, embrace yourself with a greater compassion and understanding. You have to truly love yourself. You have to be kind. Don't be harsh on yourself. Recognize yourself as a small, like a child, like a toddler. You have to hug the baby. You don't have to scold the baby. No, we all are like this. Go to the soul level. Don't get stuck at the physical level. We are all bundle of energy. We are all like angel, just gaining experience in this human body. So don't get stuck. He said this to me, he or she, did this to me, or no, that person is not my best friend. No way. And no, these are all the human body, the human life, which is governing those things. Look from that I am a soul, the other person is a soul. I have requested the other person to behave like this with me in this life so that I can learn something. I may not know what, and that's what my role is to find out. If you recognize this, your suffering will be coming towards an end. You will see all your pain, the burdens, and the emotional baggage is now becoming weaker, and you are getting away from it. So it's extremely important to take it at the soul level. Don't get stuck with the human level. You have to have that feeling of self-love. The moment you enjoy your own company, enjoy who you are, enjoy that, yes, this is me, I'm moving, I'm working towards it, even if I have certain things that I need to work on, but now I'm moving. This self-love feeling is a very good stage. That means now you are walking on the right path. You have already started and you are going in the right direction. Now you're able to accept who you are. Doesn't matter what you have done in the past, doesn't matter what future will bring. We all have to reach this stage in order to accelerate. This self-love, which allows you to be who you are, does not matter what you did, what others did to you, doesn't matter. You will start understanding that life is not punishing you. In fact, it is a liberation process. It will bring joy, the freedom to you. So this is really critical. It's important to be aware of your pre-birth planning, or to know how to, get into that state where you can say, okay, this is, what my soul plan is. So just having this knowledge and having trust and faith in this, that it is not a coincidence that certain things are taking place in your life right now. Use this understanding to your benefit. This opportunity to be awakened, it was planned. The awakening you cannot fix in time. You cannot say such and such date I will be awakened, like when you are doing this part of the planning, because you have the free will. Things, when you come in the real life, may deviate depending on what you choose. So the human personality will be doing certain, choices, decisions, which we call free will. If you are going in the wrong direction, remember we talked about soul family, the masters, they are guiding you. Those who are in human form, of course, you are here. The remaining soul family members are there, your masters, they are guiding you. They will give you indications. They will help you in understanding, wait a minute, I'm going in the wrong direction. Just like GPS, it says, you have taken a wrong turn, make a U-turn. So life will throw those indications. The universe will indicate that. It's up to us to be awakened, to be aware that that's how universe talk to us. This is how this planning goes. And we have to make necessary changes, whatever that may be. Even if you are in a very difficult situation, it doesn't matter. It will help you to accept what is happening when you understand this process. So you will not have any negativity around that, oh my God, my suffering, is this what it is? Why would I plan such thing? This cannot be my soul plan. No, you know why, what it will give you strength to cope up, because when you are going through a rough patch in life, it is difficult. Negativity comes very easily without any effort. So this awareness will help you, will guide you to move along that journey. Remember, we always blame things, external environment, whatnot. So it is not those negative emotions, what we say, oh, this emotions coming from this fear, some grief energy stuck, or this angerness and all those things, which is blocking you, holding you like an anchor. It's the resistance which is not allowing the life to flow through you. I've come across many, many masters, they have full understanding of the concept, but they cannot implement any. This resistance, remember we were talking about the addictions of those emotions, is so high, the negativity is so high in you that forgiveness is the right thing to do, but you cannot forgive. You are so much full of negativity, you say, I just cannot forgive this person, because we are still thinking, if I forgive, I'm benefiting the other person. We still not able to accept that forgiveness is for me, not the other person. So soul has allowed you to have this experience. If you have this full understanding what we are talking about here, the awareness, your frequency, vibrations and all, it will help you to overcome this resistance. It should drop the anger towards your soul, towards what's happening, and the whining and all this negativity. Once the resistance or the negativity has dropped, then it is easier to overcome the challenge. Otherwise, we just get stuck in this normal whining environment, and it does not help us. So Awakening, you have to recognize, you have to acknowledge. As we said, it will not happen in one day. It's a process, so you have to acknowledge. Start understanding these messages, signals from the universe which are coming to you. Take them as divine's guidance. Count the blessing. You know the gratitude topic we talked about. So you should be thankful to the universe, to such experiences that is coming to you, and keep moving forward. Never feel alone. And that's why gratitude is so important. When you do gratitude every day, you know there are a lot of good people around you. You know a lot of good events are happening in your life. You know a lot of good positive energies are in your life. So it's extremely important. And this feeling of loneliness or I'm stuck or nothing, all those negative things will start disappearing. When certain challenges are happening again and again in your life, there is something the soul or universe is deeply trying to understand, or soul is understanding, universe is messaging you that way, that you have to live through it. So rather than just whining, oh my God, I'm going through this again and again and again, try to understand the message and try to overcome that learning so that you don't have to go again. You may ask, what is this challenge all about? What is it that the challenge is trying to teach me? Because what happens is people get stuck here. Challenges in human form, yes, nobody likes. But when you take them as your teacher, that it is teaching you something, it is not to punish you. Don't worry about my previous life karma or this life, whatever has gone already, that karma, this karma, my punishment. Don't worry. See what the life is trying to teach you. Sometime it may be years later that you may understand this, that, oh, that experience really made me learn this. That experience really improved my awareness, as you are going through this whole spiritual awareness, awakening process, your consciousness, you will see that it's not coming in one day, it's coming from different experiences. So those experiences have helped you in going from, step by step, higher and higher energy. They have taught you very valuable lessons. But at that time, it was challenging. You may not be able to appreciate or understand that. So at the time of crisis, you are in negative thoughts. Later on, you realize, wow, that was really good from the learning perspective. If you have done it once, at least next time some other challenge will come in your life. You may not understand what at that moment, but at least your negativity will drop. You know something good will happen because of this. My awakening, my level of consciousness will go up. So sometimes people say, well, how can I plan, or why didn't I plan where I have no challenges in life? Or they are trying to avoid challenges in life. Well, then you're not learning. So having challenges is not a bad thing. Your free will dictate what kind of, challenges you may get. Sometimes the contrast concept comes into play, and then you are going through the opposite of what you want. So right now it may be challenging situation, but don't worry, because now you are about to go to the other side. Now you may not see, the clouds may seem so thick, but very soon you will see the brighter side on the other side. So accept that peace and joy is not that, just by will, I will change that everything else will be positive in terms of experience. You will get peace, you will get the joy, but not that all the incidents are positive. That's why you have that. No, it will come from a deeper acceptance You have to accept, doesn't matter the painful experience, emotions, whatever you have, you should learn how to deal, how to take them out. Don't hold them inside. Once we understand the process, even if some tough situation is coming, you know it is there for some learning, some teaching, and that's okay. And as you accept and start moving along with these emotions, they will pass through you easily. Now you're not trying to change them. You're not saying I should have only positive experience. No. In the balancing of karma, it's only half the story. You have to go through the full story. The nature of emotion is they want to move. We as human, we are, holding them. Oh, this person said this to me. I will not forgive this person. You are holding that emotion. Emotion wants to move out. Job done. We are holding it, not for days, years, decades. And eventually, they show up in terms of some kind of health issues. Some kind of, it could be mental, physical, emotional, doesn't matter what type, they will have certain impact on your life. So the more we think about the negative incident, negative events in our life, the more we are holding it in our life. If it has already happened, why you are holding it? Let it go. Learn forgiveness. The more negativity you are carrying every day on your shoulder, the more negative, painful experiences you will have daily. Let it go. And if you let it go, if it is resolved, you will see that they will stop appearing in your life again and again the way they were doing before. That's an indication that you have done your job well. Today, you may see dark clouds. Let them rain. After the rain, clouds move away. Don't hold on to it. This is a journey of awakening. So you have to trust. Don't analyze negative emotions. It's a matter of time that it will change. That's the nature of time, whether good or bad, it changes. But if you do not understand the process, then you get stuck with it. As you are awakened spiritually, you will see the clarity in this whole process that, okay, this is happening next, before, or whatever it is. Suffering will not come from external circumstances, external environment, external events. No. You know very well that your suffering will come only from the way you react, the way you handle, the way you go through. That means it is in your control. So it will happen in phases. Don't expect in one day you complete your learning. As you go deeper and deeper in your layer, as you find the connection with your soul, you will have more joy, more blissfulness. You have come here to experience it. So why be afraid now? You have come here to improve the self-love, the wisdom that you want to improve. So masters, it's a journey. Do not get stuck. Let the emotion flow. This is part of the soul plan. Next week, we will go through certain examples, real life examples, which will clarify more, and you can relate with your own experiences. So